There once was a squirrel and her name was Lil Red. She ate some bad peaches that went to her head. She stumbled and staggered home to her bed. And when she woke up in the morning, she said, "Let's listen. Lil Red, ooh, ooh, Lil Red, ooh, ooh. She goes where no other squirrels tread. Ooh, ooh, Lil Red, ooh, ooh, Lil Red, ooh, ooh. She is the best squirrel, 'cause I said, squirrel!"
Hey y'all, how are you doing? Hope everybody had a good day. One second. Alright, let me see in the chat. What is have you in here? I don't know if notifications. If you look, we've got new emojis, y'all. Hey Nene, Hillbilly, Shasha, Colleen, welcome. Dominus, welcome. You have to go to bed? Okay. Violet, hi. Keeping up, how you doing? And how hopefully I can join in. We'll be here for a little while. Hey Mingo, you like those emojis? Girl topics. Hey crazy lady, Sarah Rayo. Oh gosh, started as soon as I sat down. Hey Eileen. He's in there guarding the front door. There's nobody out there. Monica. Good to see everyone. Is anyone else that I missed? Hey Cece. Always busy. How are you? And Camilla. Hey. How's everybody doing? Hey Kano. I didn't see your name. I'm sorry. You're right there in that field of blue names. Hey, Jovi's mom. You're here early. And Nene's here. I love all the emojis. How do I get them to appear? I go over and click on, but can't get them to show up here. If you're in, like you're gonna type and you hit the emoji, it won't let you use one, and then you have to hit the send button. I don't know. I've never had they send just like regular emojis for me. Hey Sybil. Sweet tea's recovery time. It's a new member. Thank you so much. Why isn't it showing up? There it goes. Thank you, Sweet Tea. I actually got it overlays. I figured out how to do it, y'all. But the one I picked was very busy. Why are you acting crazy? Did you hear the horse running through my house? The one I picked, there was something constantly moving on the screen. So I did like 5 more. And none of them were right. So I'll get one. Hush. He's going to be a mess now. Feels weird being early. Stop. I'm notorious late for everything. Me too, actually. Hit the smiley face to the left on the text bar, and that'll open up the emojis for you. Hey, Kier. Hey, not a fan. KJ. Yeah, Cash has been asked today. He's so spoiled. He's so spoiled. We had a talk earlier. I told him he was not going to be the boss of the house anymore. He could be the pet. And he looked at me kind of weird. I give my dogs a little CBD at night to help them sleep. He gets a lot of Benadryl because I don't drug him. That's what he's supposed to get. And I don't give him what they say give of a dog. The vet told me 1 milligram per pound. I am not giving him 5 Benadryl one time. So we're not. Are you snacking? I've got ice cream in the freezer, but I'm not snacking. KP. I got my mug, my water mug. No way, there's a new thing on my phone to post links. So much easier. Oh, cool. What kind of phone you got? You got an iPhone? I haven't looked at YouTube on my phone today. He needs a boss. He's so rotten. Jack Daniels. Ooh. Please, Cash. Hey, Colleen. Earlier this morning, I watched the replay from last night and had to have ice cream. I had people calling AAA to get their card out of the snow so they could go get ice cream. Someone said that. I said, that's priceless. I love it. Cash, please. Please. Yeah, he's too much. He's too much. He needs co-owners to take turns. He needs to be like split custody. Whew. Yeah, he heard that. He's gonna come bring his tail in here and lay down. Oh, Carmela Wright. Who does she think she is? I'll leave him alone. He behaves. Did you figure out the emojis? Can y'all all stay on topic, please? Yeah, he's pouting now. Hey y'all, let's keep some good thoughts and prayers for iCraft Happy. Cash says Smooch is back. Is KP in here? She said she was with her little girl, right? It's hot in here. And I got that heater on like 66. Try my emoji. No, not yet. That's so weird. Do you usually not? Can you send a regular emoji? Like send the heart? Or like something you normally send? Is that not working either? Try it. You just sent a smiley face. What do you mean you can't send the squirrel? You just sent a smiley face. So okay, where this at the top above the emojis, there's a like the smileys and then celebration and then cars and ball whatever. The far left is just a white circle for me. That's the special emojis. You have to hit the custom emojis, which is to the left of the smiley on my computer. Y'all all know. What are you talking about, Eileen? We're going to have a lighthearted chat in here tonight. I had enough attention yesterday. Oh, Lord, I feel stupid. I was looking for my chat stick and it was in my hand. You know how many times I shouldn't tell that. I've been on the phone trying to... I'll tell it anyway. There nobody else is talking. I've been on the phone trying to leave. This has not just happened once in my life. Trying to leave, get out of the house to go somewhere. And I'm on the phone with my friend. I'm like, I can't find my damn phone. And she'll go, hello. I'm sorry I'm late. Just got my kids to bed. You're not really late. Hey, Video Bird. Welcome. Miss Wolfie, welcome. Oh, they're so pretty. Those emojis. I love them. Eileen, what channel am I on? She never knows anything. I don't know, chat. I have actually done that a couple times. Me too. Came into the mail today. I think KP's coming soon. Remember the Nay Nay dance? We're gonna make her do the dance on camera. Hillbilly. Yeah, check them out, can I? Ain't they pretty? I have somebody made me a bunch of them. We've got new members badges. The first 3 months didn't change, I don't think. I changed the rest of them, though. Or I'm searching for my keys and they're in my hand. Yes, I've done that, too. Oh my God, her dance was the face. Or my daddy would send me to my brother's house across the field and to look for his glasses up underneath the hood of the car he just worked on. And he had his glasses on the whole time, and I was looking at him and didn't notice. And he didn't notice because they were greasy, and it made him blurry. That happened, and I walked up there twice because he said he knew they were up there. They were on his face. The whipping Nene. Hey, Bama. Nope, Eileen, we'll have to look that up. You don't remember that one? That was I think that was a little bit after me, or I was too cool to do it. I don't know. No, you can't change the wrench. Oh my God, squirrels don't fly far from trees. Do y'all like my Girls Night Squirrel thumbnail? It's some fighting squirrels. It's 3 of us fighting squirrels. I really tried to get a video of my squirrel obsessed boy for you today, but he didn't work with you. Yeah, people do lose their glasses on top of their head. That's weird. But I never put my vision glasses on top of my head. That's like a shades thing, but. Oh, I just ate, and I ate too much, or ate too fast. My belly hurts. Hey, Miss Cassandra. I'm losing my mind. Jack in the Box went back. The 2 tacos in order. I ordered 3 and got 6. How many did you expect to get? 2 tacos in order. So you wanted 3 and you got double. I've never had Jack in the Box ever. I thought the squirrels were gossiping. No, they were fighting. I thought it was cute. You've been off YouTube all day? I haven't. It's like I've been on YouTube, but I haven't really seen anything. I really haven't. Where are the squirrels? Alvin, Simon, I'll be Theodore. I'll be Alvin. I don't like the chipmunks. Lost my place in chat. Their tacos are not made of anything good. I still love them. I didn't think they were taco. I don't know because I've never had them, but I thought it was like a burger place only. What do you call a squirrel on the beach? I don't know. A squirrel on the beach. Guys, stop. He's trying to growl at me back there. Kick his ass. Ooh, y'all. Did my notifications go out? Camilla, I've never seen Jack in the Box, but I do. For some reason, remember in the very early 90s when their food killed some people. Stop! Apparently, 4-year-old me thought she needed to remember that. I missed your. Where's your reply? Sandy? Oh, the squirrel. Is it the chipmunk? Is she, I kind of get it. But, you know, I'm a little red. I'm slow. Oh my God, I love Jack in the Box. There's one in North Carolina, but it's, I think, in Winston-Salem. Hours and hours from here. Did I re-up my member thingy right? I can't tell. You're still a member. Yeah, it did. You weren't here when it did. Oh, hold on. Why ain't it doing it there? Oh, that's so weird. Oh, it ain't showing me. Yeah, it showed me, and it sang a little song. I don't know why it's not letting me see it where I want to see it, though. Thank you for becoming a member again. Y'all stop showing your age. Cash is making my dogs bark. They've never done that before. Yeah, he likes to start trouble. Never had been tacos. Spicy, crispy chicken. Stop. You're disrupting the neighborhood. Dogs have a conversation with each other. I couldn't tell that I was in the phone. Yeah, it went through, thank you. Mingo, I love Jack in the Box potato wedges. Every time somebody comes here, they get hungry, y'all. Oh. I wish McDonald's would bring back McDonald Land commercials. I don't remember that. Disrupting the neighborhood. Yeah, he's chasing squirrels. Oh, now he's pouting. He won't look at me. But he's on the bed. I didn't give him his Benadryl today because it rained and he wouldn't go outside much. So there's no need to give him medicine if he's not going to be out there getting itchy. Oh my God, that McRib. And they still had it last time I went to McDonald's too. I put my hair up for the first time in a long time. And now my hair hurts. I know what you're talking about and it's miserable. Wendy's had the scandal about kangaroo meat. Ooh. I don't remember that. Y'all must be older than me. While we're waiting, and just chit-chatting, did Katie do anything today online good? Burger King needs to bring back Chicken Whopper. I don't remember the Chicken Whopper. Yes, you're older than me. Oh. Who the heck eats kangaroo? Nobody's supposed to. I think that was the scandal. Wasn't that McDonald's with the kangaroo meat? Don't say that. As long as it wasn't the nuggets. We know that's not real meat. Sorry, I'm trying to get in my chair right. Dang it. I gotta get me a chair. Yeah, this swing. I miss school lunch. We have a place here. It's like a wholesale place for restaurants, and they sell all the lunch. They sell all the stuff the schools sell for lunch. They have the Fiestada pizzas that look like a stop sign. They have the sausage pizzas, and they have everything that I liked in school. They had the what were those things called? I like the squash. They had those. They had some weirdo. Oh shoot, I didn't get the link. I am in your DMs. Ooh, did it wrong. Paste. Oh, I ate too much. What was I thinking? Cash was standing beside me growling when I was eating, and I looked over and he was drooling on my floor and made me mad, so I just like stuffed it all down right in front of him and said, nope. Because I'm a bee. He eats everything I put in my mouth. He gets the last bite of it. It don't matter how many times I eat a day, how much I feed him of dog food. He thinks he's supposed to get every single thing I eat. And it makes me mad. Hi. Oh, I can hear you. Hi.
Hi, how are you guys?
Hey, Patty. I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Happy Monday.
Yeah.
Hey, there you go.
Yeah, I'll talk to you.
Yes.
Did you work tonight?
No. So the new restaurant, we've been working there for 3 weeks, and with Valentine's Day and everything, it's been like the busiest
Oh my.
week ever. And so it's super good, but it's super tiring, like when you're a woman, it's tiring.
Yeah. Oh. No, I didn't do shit today. Except this dog back here. And, house stuff. I never get enough done.
Well, I want to know what you had for dinner. You're so stuffed. What did you cook us?
I made, I like spaghetti, but I'll make it and then I don't eat it. Because I don't know why it fills me up. So I made spaghetti sauce, like with the mushrooms in it. And instead of spaghetti noodles, I made, I don't know how to say it, pen pasta, the Penne.
Yeah.
And it was really good. I like that better than the spaghetti noodles.
Well, let me tell you a secret about the pin pasta. The pasta that you're talking about that you used.
Uh-huh.
In Spanish, that's the word for you know what.
Great. That's
Yeah, and so it's really funny. Yeah,
some
so I
dicks in a
can't tell
box.
you that the name of that pasta without laughing. But yeah, I just wanted to know what you ate because you were so full.
I can't, I need to
How was everybody doing? What did everyone else have for dinner?
I don't know. Apparently I haven't yet because they're all talking about food. You know what happens when you go to my channel.
Because we're females. It doesn't take us much to talk about food, and we're there.
Right. Well, everybody left last night to go get ice cream, I think.
Exactly. Last night was the ice cream stream.
Oh my goodness. Somebody in the chat said, oh, I'm out. No offense. I can't watch people eat. I said, I don't think I made you what maybe I did. I don't know. But it was a friend. They were being funny. They might have heard me say we're gonna mukbang. Because I said that last night, but I didn't mean it. I'm not gonna eat on camera. I had a baked potato. I love baked potatoes. I like most everything. Barbecue salad here, McDonald's. They ate spiral ham, burnt.
Oh yeah.
Popeye's chicken. Ooh. I've had that like twice. I trim. It's greasy. The one here. There's one here now, and I don't like it. I'm gonna order through Postmates. Is that like Grubhub? Do you know what Postmates is? I had a pack of noodles. Not ramen though. Who else? Chicken and potatoes.
I'm glad y'all all ate. Everybody ate, y'all. That's amazing.
Yeah. Mexican pizza.
That's amazing. That's awesome.
So
I'm the type of person, I don't know how you are, but I'm the type of mom that I like to make food and kind of drink wine a little bit. And like when I'm hungry, like I eat,
Mm-hmm.
Like I like to serve everybody and everyone else eat, but don't tell me when to eat because I'll eat when I want to. And it's usually like at the end, you know what I mean?
That's how I am now that my kids are grown and gone. When they were home and I had to cook supper and feed them, I like to eat when it was ready to eat. I didn't never drink back then when they were little. So, but yeah, tonight I was hungry. I ate. But I don't usually cook anymore. I don't. I buy a lot of frozen stuff. But I've just gotten where I can eat good again, normal, like there's not something wrong with me.
Yeah, well, we're behind you on that, girl. We're behind you.
Oh,
You're
I've gained
eating. You
8
want to show
pounds.
us what you're eating? We got you. We're behind you on that. We know your goal, and you're gonna make it.
Oh,
You're
yeah.
halfway, right?
I might make it and then just keep on going, and I don't want that to happen.
That's okay. We'll love you the same, girl. I promise.
Taco Bell messed up and took away the spicy. They took away everything, Eileen. They don't have steak anymore. I loved the steaks off Taco. They don't have any steak. I don't know if it's because of, I don't know.
Pandemic times.
Right.
That's on the pandemic menu.
Right. Hey, Casey. Miss Vieira.
I'm gonna look here so I can see you guys, so I can see what you're saying.
Okay.
So I, never really did a live. I did a live by myself a couple times.
My eyes are terrible. I can't.
I'm so excited that we can talk. I want to ask you something, if you don't mind.
Okay.
So I got this really big topic that I was thinking about as far as girls' night, things like that. I want to get over mom shame. And I want to know if we can all talk a little bit about that, if you don't mind.
What do you mean? Go ahead.
Well, I'll give a small example. There's something I want to let go. I don't have my kids' socks ever.
Me? Oh my God, I don't have mine.
The socks.
I'll go buy new socks. I'll go buy new socks. Say, fuck it.
Socks.
Fuck it. I'll go buy some new ones. I swear to God. And I never buy. I never have a matching sock on. I buy the same style that I'll have kind of the pattern, but fuck a color. They don't match.
Yeah. I just had to break it down to my babysitter girl.
I ain't even got the same style on tonight. I got two
I don't
different.
have socks. We're not doing the socks. I'm gonna give you socks. They're not gonna be matched socks, but they're gonna be socks. Like
Your feet will be warm and they won't be stinky in your shoes, okay?
Exactly.
Don't take your shoes off at school.
They're not matched, but I didn't make it to that level as a mom. You know what I mean?
Don't take your shoes off at school.
And I have to let go of the sock shame. Like feeling bad, your kids ain't got the same socks. So I don't know if anybody else feels like that, but I want to let go of that so I don't feel like a bad person about some
Let
socks.
that go. Let that go. You're good.
Thank you.
That's amazing.
Thank you.
Never, Miss Cassandra never eat there anymore. We got a little Mexican restaurant. I like Mexican food. They have steak still. They don't where I live, Miss Cassandra. I promise you, ma'am.
The dryer does eat them. The dryer, I don't know what the dryer does with them, but there's a secret tunnel.
Seriously, I wanted to see the squirrels fighting. It's my, hold on, I'll show you. Because I know that thumbnail's hard to see. Where did I save that shit? How are you doing, Aaron, today? I'll never find it. Hold on. There. Why do I have two picture files? There it is. It's so cute, y'all. You see? I don't know if that's the little... Can I make it bigger? It looks like they're not fighting. It looks like they're dancing. Look, that's me doing the
Well, they're
forward
female
back
squirrels.
That's me
They're
doing
female squirrels, so they might be fighting. They might be playing.
Well, that's me doing the frontwards back kick on the right there. I'm doing a karate move. I don't know the name of it, but it's something like that. Hey, Mai Tai. There's no squirrel in Royal Rumble. Yes, there is. A little squirrel.
They look like maybe they're about to eat. Maybe.
Now, it was just the title of the picture was Fighting Squirrels. I was having withdrawals. Glad you're here. I'm good. Tired working on a new video. I'm stuffed like a can of biscuits. I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking about just the drunk squirrel video that that the song was made for, but I don't know.
Well, I like the emojis for now. The squirrels with the different colors, they're
No,
banging.
she's talking about my song, my squirrel song. I sent it to Aaron to do an intro for me, and I don't know what kind of video I want. I think I'm just going to do the squirrel that Katie Joyce talked about, the one the news showed. He's standing at the tree or at the picnic table, and he's like leaning over, drunk, eating his pears. I don't know. I'll figure. I'll get something to you, Aaron. The other two look like they are trying to calm me. That's right. That's me. The squirrels are doing a hoedown. Squirrel Fight Club. It's all good. He is my big rescue baby. I don't know. Stay on topic. I look over here. It's because my meat screen's over here, and my camera's
I
here.
know, and I want to look at what people are saying, but I want to make sure that I'm paying attention, that I don't look like the Rue girl looking down, trying to see what everybody is saying.
There's no way for me to get it all on where I am looking at. Yeah, I can't do it.
I want to tell y'all a story, though, like a really crazy story that happened to me. I went into the grocery store today, and my husband gave me his wallet. I dropped that wallet. And I was in the store like an hour, girl, like doing my thing.
Oh my God.
I go to the end, and I realize I don't have that wallet. And you know that time where you keep checking the same place over and over again, just praying that it'll be
It's going to be there all of a sudden.
Praying, let me just check for the fourth time, and it'll be all right. So I went, and I couldn't find my wallet, so then I fast-tracked real quick to my car, right? Like, I'm like, maybe it fell out when I was getting out, or something like that. Somebody found my wallet, yo. And turned it in.
And left the money and stuff in
The
it?
grocery store organized to like look through the wallet and look for the name, So it's like I had come out and come back in and looking all frantic, and they're like, "What's your name? What's your name?" And they had my wallet, and my wallet had almost $1,000 in it, y'all. I had just got paid. And I had. Your plans when you
There are some good people still left in the world. That's proof.
Oh my God. It feels bad though, because I feel like a bad person because I forgot it.
Yeah.
You have guilt because you're like, what are you thinking? How could you do that? But I'm so thankful that somebody turned it in, and I'm so thankful that it was handled like that. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, that was super cool. So I'm super blessed, and like I have to wake up. You know what I mean?
Right.
And realize. But I just know there were good people where I live, and that's awesome.
I'm terrible about dropping stuff. I really am.
We have to learn sometimes, We have to learn. Like, thank God this wasn't my day to learn. To lose all my bill money, thank God.
How sickening would it be to lose your wallet with $1,000 in it? On probably the only day of the week that has $1,000.
I worked my ass off for that $1,000 this week. I worked my ass off, and I had everything was like separated for my bills. Like my what
so
had
glad
to
you
be
found
done.
it.
And if I had to figure out how to do that right now, so I had a good lesson today. But I'm so happy they're good people.
That he used to come around. He's from back in the day, that person, and we've always asked him not to do that in chat. So that's why I didn't warn him. He knows that is the same person, right? He's going to everyone's chat and say, "Hey, I'm looking at girlfriend." Well, you came to the wrong place. Well, I mean,
sure did.
Let me not speak for nobody else, but I ain't it.
No.
Bless their damn hearts. You were so lucky. I think we have all done something like that at some point, right?
It just woke me up. You know what I mean? It woke me up so bad, and so that was really cool to do like a reality check.
Yes.
Take an extra second, like get it. Don't be so distracted. You know what I mean? Get it together.
Yeah, that doesn't happen often.
Yeah.
Usually by the time someone finds it, there's nothing in it, and they turn it in empty because somebody stole the money out of it.
Whoever picked up this wallet, y'all, like you could see it. It was like a man's wallet, like folded over, and it was just obvious. Like it was obvious that whoever picked it up and turned it in looked at it, and the other people who worked at the grocery store looked at it and still wanted to do the right thing,
That's crazy. I mean, it's not crazy, it's good, but wow.
It just makes a little bit of difference. Like, I'm from the South originally, right? And just so happened in Atlanta and Savannah, it's a lot of crime. And I used to live my life differently. You know what I mean? You don't go to the gas stations at night times, just things like that. I got too comfortable where I live now.
Yeah.
I got too comfortable. You know, I used to be on guard all the time, and so I got too comfortable. But that's not, you know.
Yeah. I've always lived in the same town. I've moved out of town once. I was like 15 minutes away. I was in the same county. I've never left a county.
Well, think about a vacation or something. You took a vacation before?
Oh, yeah. I love going to Tennessee.
Good.
Yeah, I do. But yeah, I have never been anywhere. I mean, I've always lived here. I mean, I bought the house I grew up in. I ain't leaving home. I'm stuck. I'm staying. Flip that car around. Mine is the ADD wallet that has everything in the world in it. My mother left her wallet one time at SeaWorld in Destin. When the kids were little, it was a tourist season. We went by an hour later and it was still there. Wow. People thought there was a camera pointed at it. Probably. That's why I don't mind the 6-foot bubble if someone's getting closer. You just lost your sound, I think.
No, I just wasn't talking.
It was so quiet.
I was listening to you, girl.
Sorry. See, I felt safer in the hood without a crime. We knew about than I do in small town I live in now. I mean, I'm not going to sleep nowhere with my doors unlocked anymore. My parents used to do that all the time. Weirds me out, but I have reasons. People still around me will go to sleep with their doors unlocked, and I'm like, you know, Manhattan lives right around the corner down there, right? For real. Lock your doors. Lock your cars up. You might want to make sure your lawnmower don't have the key in it. I don't know. Same everywhere.
So I asked somebody about that yesterday. I have customers that they come on I don't even know what they're called, y'all. They're like snow bikes, snowmobiles, you know. They drive on the snow in these.
You're in Minnesota, right?
Yeah. And I work in front of a lake. And so They're these guys, and they come up. They almost look like cops because they're all suited up. And they come in on these snowmobiles. And I just couldn't help but ask them because they're thousands of dollars. And I'm like, do y'all have security system on those? Because they leave them anywhere. In Minnesota, you go somewhere and you'll just randomly...
I guarantee you there's a GPS and a camera on every one of them.
They did. That's what they told me. They were prepared.
I mean...
It has a GPS, they have cameras, and then they can't go a certain distance.
I mean, that would be like stealing a cop car. That would be dumb. Did they say police on them? I mean, is it a police vehicle? It's marked? I had a crackhead try to bust through my locked front door once. Locked down everything. Someone kicked my front door in. It was the original front door, so I bought a steel one. And then he came and tried to kick it in, and he fucked his foot up, I think. He messed something up because it didn't hurt my door. While I was moving, I lost my wallet with my whole family. I do that. You know, you shouldn't do that, but carrying your whole family's social security cards. A lady found it, went to my old address, and nothing. She found my daughter's friend's mom's number and called her. That's amazing. I'm in the middle of nowhere, and I still turn the alarm system and locks everywhere. That's what I do.
It's kind of like balance. If you've been robbed before, we always act differently afterwards, you know? You've been robbed, you have something happen, we always do that, but we gotta find balance, because I'm the scaredy cat, and I'm the one, you know what I mean, that just freaks out and closes everything, you know, but I've had a hard time finding a balance, because, like, I used to live in the hood, I used to live in the cities, you know, and things just used to be different. I live in the country now, but there's still shit that happens. It still just, like, really scares me, you know? So it's good that we're safe, like, as women, but at the same time, you can't have it, like, over-control you, because it over-controls you sometimes, where you feel nervous by yourself, you know? All women.
I've always, my whole life,
we have that feeling.
It don't matter if it's broad daylight outside. If I'm here by myself and someone knocks on my door and I'm not expecting them, and I'm not in the living room to see them drive up, so I see them. If they get here before I see them, I'm scared to like walk down the hall to look out to see. Like, I don't know why. I've been like that my whole life. Just I sometimes I won't answer the door so I knocks because I don't know.
Sure.
You didn't call first. I don't know what to tell you. How you doing, Tony? Hey there.
Well, you got cash, girl. You got cash.
Yeah, he's good. But I'll still not go sometimes. Can underestimate crackheads in their superhuman strength. My note on front door says, guard dog and other two names are Smith and Wesson. People leave.
I want to ask a question. Does cash defend you? Like, what happens when someone comes to the door?
You've not been here when someone comes to my door? It sounds scary. And he's like, rah, rah, rah. And he like
Good.
barks and barks. It's so loud. But,
Good.
he's never had to defend me. Well, he should have defended me, but it was his owner too. He thought of it as his owner too, so he was scared. But I think he'd probably run because he got bit by a chihuahua the other night. No, a Jack Russell Terrier scared him the other night. And I'm like, no, don't do that.
Do you feel more safe with cash there? Do
Yes.
you feel more safe?
Yeah, because I got a really long house, and I'm usually in this room, my bedroom, and the hallway is very long to get to any of the doors. And even if somebody didn't knock and just kicked right in, my gun is right beside me at all times. At all times. I'm not gonna grab it, but it's always close to me enough that if someone were to like kick in my door and run, I'd be good before they got here because he hears. I felt better when I had a dog outside too, because he'd bark first and then Cash would start barking, but he is no longer with us. I have cameras and a retired police dog. That's cool.
That's interesting. So here's a story. A couple months ago, I lived across the street from a Family Dollar. It was awesome. It was so awesome. Girl, I was there all the time.
I
But
bet.
anyways, yeah, but somebody tried to rob the Family Dollar. And I have PTSD, like, for real, like, moved across the country. Like, I have my stuff, like everybody. And so I went and, locked myself in the closet and went into the person that I turn into when I get scared like that, And what helped me was I listened to the police radio, right? And so when I listened to the police radio, they let me know that the guy had left and I felt better. So I was on a rant that night and I was like, I'm going to get a license to carry. And I'm a scaredy cat. I'm not, we're probably real different. I'm a little scaredy cat. But I was like, I'm going to get a license to carry. I want to have something to defend myself. And I was really, thinking that. And I talked to a friend of mine that's a security guard for a long time. And he gave me a very good point, brought me balance. He said that if we are in a situation like that and we have a gun and we shoot somebody and we hurt them, that it is very well likely we would have to defend ourselves in court.
Mm-hmm.
And it would be like, he told me like a number, it's like, just a saying, but a certain amount of $1,000 per bullet, just an example, is something you have to defend yourself with a lawyer. It's not just, you defend yourself and that's it. You still have to prove yourself in court. You still have to have a lawyer. You still have to, bring your evidence and things like that. That scared me and changed my mind. And another thing they told me is that a lot of people, if you're holding, that at somebody, they can turn it on you if you don't know what you're doing.
Oh yeah, you have to know. Yeah.
I never thought about that.
I've had my gun in my hand before, and needed and should have used it, and I froze. I was so scared that he would take it from. I was scared, and I was glad I'm scared because when it was over, there wasn't one in the chamber. I'd have died. I'd have gotten murdered that night. So thank God. Now I know more about guns. But where I live, it's different everywhere. I see someone that's in the chat saying people tell them that they can't have guns. Where I live, and I make fun of these people. I mean, if you can't leave home and you live in this town and you can't leave home to go across the road to the store without a gun on your side, you've got a complex. There's something wrong. But some people just do. My son does. My youngest son does because his dumbass daddy does. His daddy does. But, I mean, if I'm ever in a store and he gets held at gunpoint, I might be glad if he's in there, you know? I carry my gun with me in the car. If I do, as long as it's out where in the open and not concealed, it's legal because I have a permit. I don't want to, I probably want to, I won't like a carry, but I won't carry it like on my side so everybody sees it everywhere I go. You know what I mean?
So in your car, where do you put it? In your car, where is a good place
in the
where it's
passenger
not concealed but it's open?
In the passenger seat.
Okay.
Yeah, and it doesn't matter where it's at. It doesn't matter if it's in the glove box. If you get pulled over, when it needs to be out of the glove box before the cop gets to you. Like, it can't be concealed because then you concealed. So as long as it's in the open and you got your hands on it and you tell them there's a gun in the car when he comes up to you, they're good. But they know, like the deputies around here know me. I grew up with all of them. So, and most of them are cool. Everybody carries a gun here, for the most part. So.
Well, that's interesting. It's just different in perspective, you know. My friend told me, you don't need a gun because you just, you know, I'm not gonna do it. I'm just not that type. We all know in that moment how
I'll
we're
do
gonna
it.
react.
I'll do it. I'll do it if I have to save my life in my house. But not, like, your friend was right. If you're not in your home, and even if it's protecting yourself, you're running a risk. But if I'm in my home, and somebody comes in my home without permission, they have no right to live, like, past coming in my house in this state. If you shoot them before they walk in the door, then you can get in trouble. I think they might have just changed that a few years ago. I'm not sure. But
how often do you have to do your license?
No, you like what for? Like to carry, or what I got? I don't know. I think if you get them, you got them. Because it's like an 8-hour class. What I got, you just apply with the sheriff's office. The sheriff has to sign your permit. I've got like 5 permits to buy guns, and then once you buy them, you own them. But I think you can have as many as you want, and once they're yours, they're yours. Unless you sell them, and I don't know how that works because I won't sell mine. I like mine. So I don't know. I don't get into it. Like my son, both of my sons love guns, but my youngest son is obsessed. Not like crazy obsessed, but like he loves hunting rifles. And a lot of my friends on here are like, I've never seen a gun, and no one here is allowed guns where they live. And I mean, it's a way of life where I live. Everybody has guns. If not for protection, for hunting. The first gun I had that was mine was my grandpa's. And my dad died, I got it. So, but I've always known how to shoot because, you know, my daddy was country. Police wife lost her husband's 18-year-old German child. Oh. I'm sorry. She's not here, is she? I hadn't seen her. I get it. I used to live in a duplex, and I would think about how I would hang on the walls to get the neighbors' attention if I needed to. Yeah, I mean, whatever you gotta do.
I hate how trauma can be like that. I go random places, and I'm like, if something busts down, where do I go?
Well, I'm screwed, but I have to run a long distance because there's nothing, and nobody's hearing nothing. But I feel safe where I'm at.
Well, I don't even run for bears, girl. I won't run for bears.
I've ran to my neighbors in the middle of the night before. Damn it, every night I kick something on the floor. I'm so clumsy, y'all. Knocking stuff on the floor. Yeah, I'm a scaredy cat. Hey, Dilly Goof. Dilly. I call him Dilly. If someone has to hunt to feed their family, then okay. But why carry a handgun or an automatic? Because people are crazy and they will try to steal you. That's why. Because people will rob you. I mean, where I live, there's some bad air. I mean, there are places where you might need a gun. I mean, yeah. See, if I had one with me, that was I don't need to carry one on my side. Like, I don't feel that in danger. But
you feel better to know that you have something in your home and
absolutely.
You feel 1,000% better to be prepared, right, girl?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And it's better. Like, I always had a shotgun, but I don't want to shoot anybody with a shotgun. And it's only got one bullet in it, and I might miss, you know? So I like having my little, it's like semi-automatic little gun I've got. I didn't know you were 50. I thought you were my age. Heather, we grew up in venison. Venison. Is that baby cow? What is venison? Is that baby cow? Or is
No, baby deer.
Hmm.
Deer. I think it's just deer. It might be just deer.
Okay. Yeah, people don't, where I live, they don't have to hunt for their food. They like to hunt for their food. And they like to put deer meat up in the freezer and quail and rabbit, whatever.
Let me tell you what they do here, girl. They ice fish. And I felt really stupid because I work on a lake. right?
That's amazing.
And I
I've
see
always
in these like little houses. You know, they take these little trailers and they take these little houses, little huts, and they put them on top of this frozen lake. And I would close the restaurant and see the same little houses and come the next day and see the same houses. And I'm like, are their wives mad at them or what? Like, what are they doing?
It's those ice fishing things.
Yeah, a lot of them leave their huts there, but a lot of them spend their vacation or they'll spend 3 or 4 days because they got the TVs, they got the toilets, they got the bed, like tray hookup on all that. But it's to me it's weird. Like, to me, I'm like that's cool, that much I like to do. But I'm too paranoid to get on top of ice.
Yeah.
They drive on top of the ice. They sit on top of the ice. They put a hole in the ice.
And test it.
They put a hole in the ice. I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm over here. Y'all can be on top of the ice.
I hadn't thought about that lately. I used to,
yeah.
When I was, my ex-husband used to say he wanted to go ice fishing. I said, I ain't getting my big ass on the cracked ice because I was stupid. But we don't have like bear. Well, there's bear here, but people don't believe it unless you've seen it. And one actually came up to my ex-boyfriend's dad's yard and walked right up to him, a baby bear. And they're really not cute like bears are. He looked like he was rabid. I've got a picture somewhere, but that bear climbed his leg and got on his shoulder and was like a nursing size bear. There's a mama somewhere. Like in the country woods, like behind my house, there are bears. And towards the beach, there are bears that get hit on the highway a lot. But they took that bear to Charlotte, which is like 5 hours from here, to a rescue.
Oh,
They drove him. They kept him for like 4 days. They kept him for 4 days.
Did they name him?
I don't know. They called him
He
something.
needed a name.
They called him something, but I mean, it wasn't like officially a name, I guess. I believe completely that women should at all times have something. It's not just, also, where I live, you might need one for a crazy rabid dog, too. I mean, you never know. My neighbor's dog used to attack people, animals. Yeah, I used to like deer hunting. I like hunting. Academy has mace. I have taught my daughter how to use it. Get her some bear mace. It's better than the regular.
Yeah, I think it's wonderful that all of us as females can learn how to defend ourselves. I think
Kiara,
it's
you
really
to die.
cool when the fathers teach the daughters how to shoot guns. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And just how to defend yourself is really, really beautiful. So I think that's great that all of us at least have a skill and know how to do it. We don't have to use it.
Yeah.
But
Well, my dad taught me how to shoot like a shotgun. We used to go turkey shoots and stuff. And then my husband taught me how to shoot a rifle because we would go deer hunting. And my daddy had he had some handguns, but not like mine. My son taught me how to shoot the new guns because he went with me to buy my gun. Because he's a gun person. Both of my sons have guns, but one of them
You got protection, girl. Ain't nobody gonna mess with you.
one of my sons is just more into it than the new father is. The overdevelopment on the beach, I don't know. It's about 20 minutes before you get to the beach. There's a bear crossing sign, or watch for bears. That bear would have rapidly eaten your little ass, Kier. It would have took about 6 months. You'd be gone. Hey, 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 and nay, nay, right there beside each other. I hear a cricket. It's probably out the window right in front of me, but I can hear it. I bit my lip today, right there, and it hurts so bad.
No salsa for you. No salsa, no limes for a couple days. Ice cream is good though. You're good.
Right, I'm safe. I believe, I don't know. I get lost in the chat. Like I get so behind.
Yeah, and I don't know what would be good to talk about, but it was good if anybody wants to drop a subject. I think it's good that we talk about as women how to defend ourselves. I think it's good, I was talking about the mom shame thing. If anyone has a mom shame they want to drop, because when you drop it, you let it go. I'm letting go the socks. I'm letting go the socks. I got stripes, I got Minnie Mouse, I got Frozen, I got the whole thing. But baby girl gonna have stripes. She gonna have socks. That's all I know. She gonna have socks. They might not be matching. Mine is not gonna be matching, but my socks don't have anything to do with my heart.
That's right. Anybody got mom shame they want to drop?
I think it's good because we just get in this zone. I keep talking about this, the dishes and the clothes in the house. Why does that affect who we are? Why does that affect how we feel about ourselves? I don't think men work the same way. I don't think the men, if they're all their dirty clothes, or their clothes are dirty, they feel bad. You know what I mean? And so, it's a big thing people talk about Mother's Day, where a lot of mothers on Mother's Day, they have the dream, they have everything, but they feel bad because they feel guilty because of their mom shame, And every one of us, we have the things that we did wrong or that we are doing wrong, but it's not going to happen. My socks aren't going to happen. Baby's going to have diapers, baby's going to have everything, but, the socks are just going to ignore.
Yeah. I'm trying to remember. It's been so long. I feel like I've been an empty nester. Yeah, I already let mine go. I've already worked on it.
But that's good. But there's just a lot of us, we feel like we need to make the caterpillar, animal insects out of our fruit and vegetables and, do all the fun things.
Yeah, when I got older.
I have mom shame because I work in a restaurant and I can't always take my kid on Halloween. I can't always, do like the normal mom things because we have to work because we got them bills, and so it's hard sometimes to get over that, if that makes sense, and find balance. Like on Halloween, I'll celebrate a day or two before or after, or something like that. Just an example to help out with the mom shame. I feel bad because sometimes in the morning I'm not 100% ready to go. I don't know if any of y'all are like that.
100% all dumb.
Be like, baby, give me 20 more minutes. Can we do some Scooby-Doo for just a little bit? Let mommy get her life together.
I think my worst regret, I guess, after my kids got older and I got older, is I had them at 20. I was 21, 23, and I was so not patient, and I would get frustrated and I would yell, and I hated their dad and I couldn't make it work. I tried, but I had to leave. But that was really for the best for them in the long run, because they were, kids don't. I grew up in that tension, and you don't want them to. But really, it was me getting frustrated and just No, stop, just stop. Go sit down, leave me alone. That, like, if I'd have waited a few years to have them, would I have been better, Mom? But, you know, when
We have to think like them. We have to think like our children.
well, when you get
If
grown,
we think like our children, we understand them because they try to think like us.
well, when
The little ones, they try to, connect with us.
when
So
they
we
got
have to-
grown, I had conversations with them about it, and I apologize. Like, I know I made a lot of mistakes with y'all, and I'm sorry, because I got all in my feelings when my dad died. And they're like, "No, you're a good mom," and like they didn't think about it as much as I did. So
Oh,
No,
good.
not
I'm glad you
emotional.
talked about that.
Kiera said she don't like the competition between stay-at-home moms and working moms because they're all working their ass off all the time.
That's a really good point. That's a super
True.
good point. I
would rather
about
have been I preferred to work away from home. That was another thing. My husband didn't want me working after I had kids, and I hated it. I don't mean I hated it, but I hated not having a job. I hated not having my own money. And I didn't even care if most of it went to bills. Like, just, can I put my own gas in my car? You know what I mean? I don't know.
Yeah.
That mom shame thing shouldn't exist as long as they're taken care of. Loved, fed, clean. I agree. But moms feel shame. And she's not talking about other people shaming you. She's talking about what the shame, like, you might feel for just like, oh, I didn't cook a good supper for my kids tonight. Like,
Yeah, like
what
it
you
holds
put on
me
yourself.
back. Like it can just literally hold you back as a woman. Like I look around, if I got a bunch of dirty clothes and I'm like, I feel so bad because my daughter doesn't have clean, like a ton of clean clothes. I got to search for a shirt and a pants. That part makes you feel bad. You know what I mean? It does. But we have to, sometimes I just stop what I'm doing and play with my kid.
That's what the kid's gonna remember anyway. Not how long it took you to find her shirt.
She don't remember about them dishes. No, she don't remember about those other things. I just stop, and sometimes it's so good just to let go and be like, let me just play with my kid for a few minutes, and I'll get to it.
Right. I want to read. I'll never find it. Kiera, these have pepper spray, a knife, and a stabber. I was trying to read your funniest story, but I give up. Hey, police wife. I'm sorry about your doggy. I think I've missed that in the chat. My son is so picky with food. I try so hard to get him to eat other things. Hey, Dominus, my idea of taking care of kids: show them Nintendo Switch, plop them in front of the TV, and lock them in the basement until their parents come home. I hear you. Until their parents come home, right? That will change, maybe, if you have kids. Or maybe not. Some people do that, maybe. Mine is locking them in the basement, though. Mine is my heart, too. I ain't got no makeup on tonight, y'all. Sorry. I'm ready for bed.
Something, if y'all were driving down the highway, look at the car, and you'll see, like, kids screaming in the background. I had to get over, like, planning stuff for your kid, right? Like, you're going to plan a trip, you're going to go to the zoo, you're going to go shopping, you're going to do something, a vacation, whatever. And you're like, I'm going to plan this. The kids are going to have the best time of their life. I'm going to be the best mom ever. And the trip starts, and you're an hour late or 2 hours late, and the kids are supposed to sleep, and they're miserable, and they're screaming, and they're crying, and you want your picture. I think that's hard to accept, too, if that makes sense. Like, we dedicate our whole life, parents, make sure our kids have everything, and we plan things, and it doesn't, it's on their schedule. You know what I mean? And we have to accept that. So I think that's hard too. I don't know if y'all have ever been in that situation where you have the perfect day and it takes you 1 hour later to get ready and you're like a mess.
I'm always a mess. I'm always
the
late.
kid is a mess.
Always late. I'm always a mess. I've already said I raised my girls to be the same dysfunctional mom that I was. My parents would disown me all over this. No way, no.
They just need to be real. You just need to be real. You need to be honest and real and responsible. That's it.
Hey, we have talked about it since she had her daughter. I also didn't understand ADHD at the time. I didn't know yelling was the worst thing to do until my bachelor's, and I had it. I have ADHD, and I was a yeller. My mom was she was a screamer. Oh my God, I hated her. My mom was not my favorite person, I'm telling you. All 14-year-old girls hate their moms. I hated her, man. I hated her. But I loved her, but I hated her. But now she's my very best friend. And I thought all my friends had their moms too. I remember I was 6 and my parents wanted, my back hurts. My parents wanted to drag us on family vacation. I was against it, and when I saw a state cop, I made a sign, "Help, I'm being kidnapped." I was in trouble. Shut up. I'd have beat your ass when the cops left. You understand? You got your ass beat in my house. I got my ass beat growing up, like, I'm telling you. My brothers got their ass beat. I'm going to take that back. I didn't get my ass beat. My brothers did, my older brothers. I got one time. But from my mama. And my daddy beat the hell out of my brothers. He didn't think he was abusing them. They'll say he abused them. But it was, like, very planned. It was like, go into your room, I'll be in the house. And it was just like planned, just like on TV back in the day. It won't like abuse, like backhand. It was like, but I witnessed it. It was scary enough that I never got it. Guarantee you that, because they were so much older than me. I've never been pregnant, but now I help raise other people's grown kids. Woo! I loved kids until I had kids. And then after I had kids, I only liked my kids. I didn't like other people's kids anymore. Until mine were older. Now, they're okay. But I love that one baby. There's just one kid I like. Yeah, I bet you got your ass beat, Dominic. I just have a feeling. If you're over...
But do y'all remember when we were younger, our parents just like threw us outside and was like, go play. Go do something. No toys, nothing. I don't want to see your ass for a couple hours, you know. And that's how it is. It's so different.
When I had little kids, I'm going to turn the camera off a little while because it's driving me nuts. When my kids were little, all of my friends, my kids would like go to their room and play video games or go outside and play. When I was little, I stayed the hell outside. I didn't have to be in the house. And if I was in the house, I was in my bedroom away from my mama. So if she had, like, company over and was cutting somebody's hair, ruining their hair or something, I won't up at her ass. My friends' kids wanted to be up their mama's butts. And I'm like, why is this okay? Well, I don't understand. Are they going to miss the gossip and not have nothing to go home and tell their dad? I don't get it. Like, what's going on? My kids won't like that. For the most part, unless I was around one of my friends whose kid was like that, and then they'd all be up our asses when we were trying to gossip. But I spent my days outside, and it was...
I used to take rocks and beat them up and make them like makeup, and to hang out with the girls and act like we was putting on makeup.
I would lay on the ground and like the clouds would really turn into pictures. And I'd like, look, there's a rabbit. Look, there's a this. And I had a go-kart and a golf cart. And I would walk to my neighbor's where my son's fixing to move into and play with that little girl. And because they always had snacks. We didn't have snacks here. She would have like the ice pops in the freezer. And her mama would feed us. My mama and dad wouldn't even buy milk. They wouldn't buy cereal. We'd buy milk, but they wouldn't buy cereal because the milk would get gone because of my brothers. It was like heaven when my brothers got grown. Because all of a sudden we were allowed to have soda here. Like, they'd buy 2 liters. And I'm like, I didn't know we could do it.
All of a sudden y'all got snacks.
All of a sudden there was 2 liters in the house. It wasn't just tea. We'd have milk. I didn't like milk, but I mean it's just weird because two teenage boys, they won't buy no snacks. But with my mom, one of 4 girls, I was up in the gossip. Yeah. I didn't want to be around my mama's gossip, but my mom was older than most of my friends' moms. My 15-year-old smartass, she yelled in the middle of the store asking for a ball to play with her in her cage. To play with in her cage? Oh my God, I'd kicked her ass too. All these kids be getting their ass kicked, they're mine. And yeah, I'm joking, I'm not a child abuser. That's funny, and I want to meet your daughter, and tell her that's funny. What, Mom? I need a ball to play with in my cage in the middle of Walmart. That would go good. We weren't allowed to watch TV. Oh, I was always allowed to watch TV, but we only had 3 channels.
But don't y'all like when you go to the store and you hear somebody that sounds like you hear a mom say, "Put that down," or "Put that back," and you almost want to put back what you got in your hands? I love when I see moms like me in public,
You know what I hated? I hated when my kids were little and I would yell at them to do something and I sounded like my mom.
Yeah.
Oh my God. No, I didn't just do that. I didn't just say that. Don't make me turn this car around. Don't make me pull over. That was my daddy's favorite shit, and he would. I'd be in the back seat between my brothers, and they would be messing with me a little bit, but I was daddy's girl, and they'd make me mad, and I'd go to screaming and crying, and he'd pull over. He'd be swinging at them. He got pulled over one time. The cop asked him, "Was he drinking?" It was Sunday. We were coming home from family day or whatever. And he said, "No, I was trying to slap my son in the back seat." And he's like, "Oh, okay, gotcha. Be careful, you were swerving." And I ain't lying. I swear I'm not lying.
But here's the question: is that what I can't figure out lately, guys, is so if you train your child a certain way and then you go out in public and they show their
train them.
What
You can't train.
You can't punish them like you normally would, if that makes sense. Like, people look at you and things aren't the same as what they used to be, if that makes sense. So it's hard to be able to parent outside because there's an audience always,
What, do you spank? Is that what you mean? I don't know. What?
Yeah, like a whop on the butt, yeah.
Yeah,
every now and again, okay, you haven't listened to me for 5 times. Yeah, you're going to get a swap on the butt to get you to understand that I'm serious.
That started changing when my kids were born, when my kids were like 3, by that age, because people would still do it. They'd be Walmart and whop their kid on the butt, but some people called law on you back then too. So, and that just started happening when I was like 19, 20 years old. That was... You don't beat your kids, do you? No, I'll swap them on the ass though. And when my 14,
but that's a difference, girl. Beating them and swapping them on the butt is so different, and we don't have a separation for that.
Well, when my 14-year-old stood up from his computer and said, "Don't freak it," like in my face, like it was the F word, I popped him right square in the mouth, and he sat his ass down. And he come to me afterwards and apologized to me, and I didn't hurt him. I took the back of my the back of my hand, and popped him in the mouth. But I was pissed off. Like, you're 14 years old, but you're taller than me now, and you're gonna stand up in my face like you're your daddy or something, and cuss at me? No, sir. And I sat him right down, and he never did that again. He yelled at me again, but he didn't get my face to do it.
Every now and again, like you say, that was a mouthy thing, and that was a mouthy situation, and it happened one time, and y'all got over it. I think that's okay.
Well, if I'd have not done shit about it,
but it was a lesson.
If I had not done something about it, would he have been a kid that's like abusive to his mom? Because, I mean, he saw stuff like that growing up, probably after I left his daddy. You know, I mean, his daddy saw a lot of girlfriends, and he saw them all. And I've had 2 boyfriends. No, I've had one that they knew when they were living with me, ever, like for 7 years. And but for like 6 years I was single, and I never they never saw anybody around me that was anything but a friend, like my friends, because I didn't want it to be like it was at their daddy's house. It was just a revolving door over there, and I'm glad because they're both like in relationships. They're good, but my oldest one that's a dad, he's just so sweet. I mean, I don't know where he got it. I swear, he didn't get it from me. I promise you that. But he didn't.
It's just harder sometimes for gender. Like sometimes, like the girls, they listen to the daddies more, or the boys, the mamas, or whatever. You know, it's really hard whenever you can. For the moms, for example, it's a lot of moms that they stay home all the time, right? And their daughters or their sons, that they don't listen to them. And if someone else comes in, it's like, oh, here you go. If that makes any sense. Like for my daughter, to get her ready, I gotta wrestle like an alligator.
You just have,
you know what I mean?
Someone asked,
and for daddy, he just gotta take the dress and just flicker it a little bit, and she come running like nothing happened. How does that work? Does anybody know how that works?
Do you just have one?
Yeah, I have 3, but I have one little one with me here. Yes.
Okay. So I was trying to catch up in chat, and someone asked, if you don't remember your kids having tantrums, bless your heart, or maybe you blocked it out, because I can almost guarantee you, a perfect parent. I have never seen a kid that never had a tantrum. How does that happen? That's what made me change my behavior and break the cycle. It was the first time my mama came out of my mouth. Yeah, my brothers are different than they were raised. They don't spank their kids. They never spank their kids. I'm gonna tell you what, my kids are 100% more respectful and more well behaved than as youngins. I mean, as children, as little ones. My boys were yes ma'am, sir, ma'am, sir, Mrs. and Mister, and they didn't tell their mom and dad to shut up. But my brother's kids will tell their parents to shut up, and they won't do nothing. And I'm like, what the hell? Are you serious? Let me whoop them for you. Can I whoop them? But it's because.
But you know, when y'all were in public and you hear them kids acting a fool. I work in a restaurant, y'all, and I hear them kids acting a fool, and I'm like, ooh.
You want me taking the bathroom for you and whoop his ass? And I'm joking. I didn't beat my kids. I didn't have to. My husband would whoop them, but I would pop their tail. Like, they had a diaper on. Does it really hurt to pop their butt? It hurt their feelings. That's what it hurt.
It's showing them that you're serious. This is not playtime.
But it really only hurt their feelings. When I did it, it never caused them pain, except for it hurt their feelings. Because it hurt my feelings if I hurt my kid. But their daddy spanked them a couple times. But it only took a couple times. And they were good kids. I had good kids. But they threw tantrums. But you can't do nothing with a little toddler. A terrible 2 and the worst 3. No. I'll tell my kids I'm going to duct tape them together when they fight. That's funny.
But the difference is that I had Little Red. I had a little bit different from you, but similar, is that when I was 21 and 23, I had my first and my second child. And I was similar to you, where you lost your patience, you know, where you didn't want to talk. I had those moments where I screamed. I had those moments where I was like, that's it. And then when I had a kid at 30, it is a complete
You have more patience. That's what I'm saying.
change.
Yeah.
It's so different. It's crazy.
That's why people are better. That's why people are better grandparents than they were parents, I think. Because they have more patience.
Yeah.
My mom used to say that until I looked at her and said I never asked to be born in the first place. So do me the honors. I don't know how I have a mouth left. She never said it again. Wait. I never asked to be born in the first place. Okay, I got it. I didn't understand it the first time I read it. You're talking to Miss Cassandra. The best thing I brought you in this world, I can take you out. Oh, God. My mama said that one time. I said, you're joking, right? You're joking, right?
Well, just tell them that they have to remember where they came from. That's what I say.
My mama got her ass beat for, I'm going to tell you, I'm not lying. And this is what, I won't tell the whole story. My mama got her butt whooped because her and a little girl next door, she said she won't never, I can't remember the girl's name. My mama remembers her name. It was a little black girl. And she knows the little girl's name, and she ain't seen her since they were 4 because they moved away. She got her ass beat because they were in the ditch. But they were in the ditch playing, but somehow my papa went out there and whooped her ass because he had found out that she had been in the house watching Elvis Presley shake his hips, and she got her ass whooped. No, it won't Elvis Presley. She got in trouble for watching somebody dancing like dirty dancing. It was like back in the day. My mom is old as dirt, so yeah. It won't no joke back in the country, North Carolina, like tobacco farmers, in North Carolina, in the 40s. I'm telling you, in the 50s. She said he'd burn my ass up with the belt, and it was like her stepdad that he raised her, but she never called him daddy. You hear Cash? Yeah, times have changed a lot. But my daddy didn't change with the times until after I was grown. Like, he raised me and my brothers like he was raised. He was old school. Hard on my brothers. He didn't mess with me. Mama saved me from that, I think. Or maybe being the only girl. But when my sons were born, when my oldest one got about, I can't remember. I know my daddy died. He had long hair at the funeral. Because I wish to God he didn't, in pictures now. But he wanted, I said, you got to get your hair cut. He didn't want his hair cut. And we were arguing about it in front of my daddy because we lived right beside him. And he said, don't make that boy get his hair cut if he don't want to get his hair cut. I said, what? What? You used to make me get my hair cut. What are you talking about? Don't make that boy get his hair cut. I'm talking about a man. My dad's born in 1941. He was raised on a tobacco farm. He went in the military, and he had to leave the military to go back to work on to help the family or whatever. Just hard ass. I never saw him cry until he started crying. And there's an age men get that they'll cry easier, and this is a real thing. It happened to my brother, and he said, I don't know what the hell's wrong with me. I've never cried. I probably cried twice in my whole 40 years, and now a damn commercial made me cry. And my husband my husband would always cry about, real stuff, but he got more emotional. And it's just, there's an age where a man gets where they'll cry, but my daddy got there when he was mid-late 40s, I guess. What are you laughing at me for, Monica? Oh, that was.
But it's so different because it's like, okay, so I'm an only child, and there's a lot of perspectives you have as an only child. But what I've also seen a lot is people are affected so much and with siblings. How to, like, if mama treated you different, or daddy, or if you were treated the same, or if you weren't, or all these expectations. And it's so crazy how that affects our entire adult life, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Hey, Aaron O'Kelly. It is. And I remember my brothers living here. It's just, and I don't remember my childhood as being an only child because they were always around. One lived right next door. The other one kept coming back to stay because he was a hot mess. And, but it was kind of like my teenage years. It was like I was an only child. Like after I was 8 or 10, it was like I lived here alone with my parents. But, so I had both experiences, but I did get treated different. I know I did because I was a little girl. And my daddy was 10 years older when he had a little girl than he was when he had 2 boys. So what man's not going to be different, right? And, right. Okay, I turned 16 and my daddy, it was 1992, 91 or 92, I don't know. Yeah, it's somewhere in there, 92 or something. No, it was 93. I got my permit when I was in 92. I wanted a car. My brothers got like not old Plymouth Velaris, I don't know what that. It's a little square car. They got the same car, different colors. 2 years apart. They were a couple $100 a piece. Well, 10 years later, Red got a '86 Mustang, and it was '92. So you spent $1,500 on her car, and we got a $200 car. Well, that's my little girl. And my brothers were bitter about it. It was funny to me. Like, I was like, whatever.
But it changes how they felt about themselves. It's crazy how
Well,
our
you know
parents
what?
treat
My-
us,
my
how
oldest-
we feel about ourselves.
My oldest brother was my mama's favorite. I don't care what nobody said. Like, she told my aunt in front of me that she always will have a special place in her heart for him because he's her firstborn child. And I'm like, hello? What am I? I'm your baby.
Hello, little Red's here.
Right, like, get bent. And my youngest brother was like my daddy's favored, in my opinion. But both of my brothers say I was everybody's favorite. And I'm like, no, I really wasn't. They didn't like me that much. But, you know, I was playing violent video games when I was 6 in the 90s. Nowadays, helicopter parents won't even let their kids look at violent video games. I'll tell you a funny secret. I probably shouldn't. I bought my kids a game for Christmas. I didn't know. Nobody warned me. Grand Theft Auto had prostitutes in it. And my kids were young. And I took the game back. You can come back in, KP. It'll let you walk in. She fell off. It was Gran Turismo. I don't remember. No, that was a good game. Yeah, those Grand Theft Auto games were terrible. I mean, I've thought about them a game like street race cars. They were street racing. No, they're pimping hoes and picking up prostitutes and shooting people. I always joke that was Grandma and Grandpa's favorite, but really I wasn't anyone's favorite. Cash, please. I'm journaling through that. Grand Theft Auto. I used to play it when my kids got old enough that I couldn't keep. I mean, you can't keep them from getting it, but it had prostitutes in it. I was shocked. I was like, wait, what? They were like 10 and 12. I don't even. Do you know what that is? I don't know. I couldn't get my driving permit because it would cost too much to add me to their insurance, so I had to get a license at 21 when I was able to get insurance. My mom didn't have a license when she got married, and she had a kid before she had a license. But my daddy put me on his insurance. He took care of baby girl, but she had to have a job. I always worked. I didn't have to pay for my insurance and car unless I got a ticket, and then he said I had to pay for all of it, so I never got a ticket. But I learned how to cry real good to the cops when I got pulled over. I got some warnings. I don't let my kids do violent stuff. Don't buy guns. My son will build guns and knives with sticks. I knew some people who wouldn't let their kids have toy guns. I wasn't one of those people, but I mean, my son walked around with my daddy smoked cigars with the little wooden tips. I can't remember what they're called. I've got some in the boxes here. My daddy would throw one down or put one in the ashtray. He'd be babysitting, or watching. He would want to spend some time with him. I'd come in to pick them up, and my young'un be walking around with his cigar, the wooden filter hanging out of his mouth, and I'd be like, "Daddy, what are you doing?" "Oh, I took the cigar out of it. It's just a wood." Lord, my youngest pimping hoes and smoking cigars. And I'm talking about when he was 5 years old. He was younger than that. I've got a picture of him sitting on one of those little cars that you sit on and you use your feet and you scoot. I've got a picture. I saw it the other day because I took my family pictures to my son's house so his wife could see some of his baby pictures she hadn't seen. And there's a picture of him sitting on that little kick and go car with a Switzer, what are they called? Swoosher Sweet. wooden tobacco filter hanging out of his mouth. He was like 3 years old. He was 2 because his baby brother was teeny. My parents were strict, but not mean strict. They were loving and wonderful parents, but strict. Yeah, mine were strict and could be mean strict. And my sons both, I don't remember. I hate this about me because my mama used to make me mad. She couldn't remember details. And I don't. I'll look at pictures of my kids, baby pictures, and if there ain't no date or nothing written on it, there's a couple pictures I don't know which kid's which. Like I can tell which kid. If there's only one baby, if there's a picture of a baby, unless I can see it's in a house we lived in at a certain time, I can tell which one by that. But I've got a few pictures that I don't know which kid it is. And I know that's sad. I know. But they looked a lot alike. She's perfect, police wife. She's just perfect. She's going to the doctor in the morning for her spitting up, I think. But other than that, she's perfect. My mom didn't save hardly any baby pictures of me. Oh, there's none of me. Like, none. There's none of any of us. I don't know what she did. What was my mama doing? There's some family portraits. I don't know if we had a camera. I've got a few. I do have a few pictures. And my brother's got the family albums because my parents did family albums from the beginning, but I came along 10 years later. So the family albums were full, and I was a surprise, and they didn't take a whole lot of pictures, apparently, anymore. So my brother's got the 2 big family albums, and then I've got a bunch of pictures, but the pictures I've got are not like, I don't have any, I've got professional baby pictures and family pictures. I don't have, like, home pictures. It's nothing like today. Isn't it being a Mimi? Oh my God. I mean, I don't know yet. Like, you know, I mean, I see her once a week, and it gets better every time because she's more alert. So I'm ready. Yeah. I'm ready for her to be living beside me, I'll be honest. And they put the air conditioner in today up there. Yay. They still got to put the floor down and paint the kitchen. I made a photo album for my son's future wife so she never has to wonder if her baby looks like her or my son or her boyfriend. I'm just kidding. I was busy. My boy is only 7. Oh, how sweet. How sweet. He's not going to be a mama's boy at all. Remember back in the 80s and 90s, the houses when people had pictures going up the staircases. I don't know if I ever was in a house that had a staircase. None of my friends had. I mean, everybody lived in ranch style houses, and I don't remember the first house I ever walked in that had a staircase. But it wasn't one I ever saw growing up, like as a young child. Like none of my friends did. Grab the pictures. Yeah, I've got pictures from. I don't throw pictures away. I can hate you. I ain't gonna throw your picture away. I might cut you out of it. Your face. What, Cash? I hear you, y'all. I've had fun. I'm getting sleepy. I have all my. Oh, I read that. Let me see. Hey, Teresa. Best to wrestle my son better. Miss Cassandra. Thank you. I'm trying to look and see what I missed in chat before. I hate to go all fast. And she went. Cash is looking at me like he's gonna kill me. I don't even want any ice cream. I can't breathe, Ace. Like, I didn't eat but a little bit. I ate too fast. Isn't... most of your baby pictures in diapers and my bald ass looking like a boy. Most baby pics of me. Okay. I've got one where I was kind of bald and I was fat in that picture. It was the only picture as a baby that I was fat in. I've got two of them in a walker, and one of them is like a big. It's not like a regular. It's not a walker. It's one. What are those things called? It was a ladybug, and you sit in it like a walker, but it had like a saucer, like a saucer under you, so you won't walk in nowhere. And it was like a bouncier. I had a picture of me in one of those somewhere. And yeah, I got a picture of me laying on the ground in my backyard now, where I live now. That's where I grew up. And I've got like a whole litter of pit bull puppies around me and the mama dog. I'm like, oh, I'm one of the litter. Miss Police Wife is the best job I've ever gotten in my whole life. Being a Mimi, a Gigi. For real. Let's see. We did. I'm ready for to hit the sack. I enjoyed this. This was fun. It was kind of late for my liking, though. I'll be honest with you. Aaron, the thing is, I now have to try to remember all of the stories to the pictures. 50 years worth. That was a great topic, and I'm happy you suggested it. Hey, the boss, I missed you. I saw you. I heard somebody say your name in a stream yesterday. I don't know if it was Aaron. I don't know who it was, but I was like, I ain't seen her lately. But we'll be back. We took a night off from any kind of other drama, but I'm sure it'll find us tomorrow. And I hope y'all have a great night. I had fun. I'm gonna go tease Cash and not let him have any food. Pictures and memories frozen in time. That's why I have like 35,000 photos in my phone. Me too. And now Google Photos don't work, and I'm having to buy storage every month. Like, I just gotta go print them and delete them. I love having, screw a phone, I love having a photo album. I love an old school photo album. That's what I want. Yeah, we're wrapping up. Have a good night. Thank you for coming. Alright, y'all. I love y'all. Good night, everyone. Here, just listening to the great conversation. Thank y'all for coming. It's been a good night. Thank y'all for welcoming Keeping Up with KP. I love chatting with her. She don't like talking about drama, and I love it. I hope everybody has a good night and a good tomorrow. And I will see you tomorrow. Most likely. I love you. Bye.